Hi everyone, welcome back to Box Delights. I'm Ricky Royal and this is Deckers. This is going to be a preview of the gameplay. And we're playing on Tabletop Simulator. The game's not out yet. We're looking at a retail release later this year, October into November. But I wanted to give you a demonstration of gameplay so you knew what this game was all about. I'm dedicating this video to Alan Emmerich of Victory Point Games, the man who gave this game its first lease of life and who sadly passed away earlier this year. Alan, thank you for everything you did to help me and help bring this game to life. Deckers is being published by Deep Print Games. Thank you to all the team at Deep Print Games who've done a wonderful job. A shout out to Sebastian who put the rule book together. Yeah, it looks fantastic, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it too when it becomes available. So we're going to go through setup. I've already done the overview of the game in my previous videos, so I'm just going to get stuck in. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, because this is our first demonstration. In the rulebook, it shows you, or advises you rather, in the setup section. If you're playing your first game, it says to set up this way, and it also tells you which objective cards to use. So we're going to do that. Let's follow the setup. So it says for your first game, select Alpha Moby as your SMC. So we're going to do that. And then it tells you to find 404 not found, Neural Matrix and Hackman as your objectives. And then it says to skip steps 3A and 3B, which is setting up the network. But let me just show you how that works. Draw from the deck, and then red would be the first server that you place down. Then it would be purple. So purple, you have to place it so that at least 2 of its hexes are touching existing hexes on the network, right? So this is a good configuration. Setup, it really is part of the game. You're paying attention to which SMC you're playing and how they like to set up the network. And we're going to be playing against Alpha Moby. Shall I play 2-player or shall I play solo for this game? I'm just going to play solo with Monty Quantum. Okay, cool. So we've done our setup. We drew a card for each of the 5 servers, laid them out. We've got Alpha Moby. We need our objectives. So you grab them one at a time and put them in the stack. All right, so there's our objectives for recommended setup. We hack into the network, so our avatar goes on our starting space. So for Monty, up in the top right there, starting type green, entry space green 6. So it starts up here and he grabs a starting type of green, so a green program to start him off. We'll give our starting deck a nice shuffle. We also get 1 blue program for every empty server. So in 1-player game we'll get 4. 1 for red, 1 for purple, 1 for yellow, and 1 for blue. We can choose where to place them, but typically what you'll do is you'll set up the SMC first. So let's have a quick look at its setup instructions. It says over on the left-hand side here, it says place 1 spark on each space on purple, place 1 spark on each decker's entry space. Okay, we're going to do these 2 instructions. Remember, if we run out of sparks, then we lose the game, or rather, if we have to place a spark. Okay, so now we can decide where we want to place them. Have a look at your objectives as well. So all we're focused on is space 4 right now. So as it goes, I might place 1 here. I might stick 3 here. All right, cool. So it's a complete free choice. We give this a good old shuffle and set up the advanced command card market. And do spend time looking at this because this is an extension to your hand. You can use any of these cards. If you can afford the price, you can use any of these cards. And a card like Data Shift that only has a cost up in the top right there of 1 blue command. It's a bit of a no-brainer. Okay, let's draw our hands. So we're going to draw 5 cards. So I've switched to be the green player. I hit the number 5, and that should give me 5 cards. Wonderful. I'm ready to go. So if you're interested, this is the sequence of play. It's on this reference card here. So we're going to start with the intel phase. We're just going to check out what our objectives are, and then we're going to run 3 turns of the command phase. Now, one interesting thing, if you are playing multiplayer, or you can play single-hand, solo with many characters, and I often do that actually. I'll just run 2 characters. When it gets to the end of your turn, we have an active Decker token, which obviously solo, just 1 Decker is always you. But when you get to the end of the turn, you can choose to pass this to another player. That other player must have cards in their hand. Right? It could be yourself. You can keep the turn yourself. So you could play 3 turns consecutively, or you can mix it up. All right. So it really encourages co-op play, deciding at the end of your turn, who do you give the active player token to? Who do you want to go next? All right, so look out for that. That's a new change. If you're familiar with Renegade, that's a new change. Renegade just used to go round robin, right, round the table. There we go. Okay, then start of turn. We skip adding the new spark step, so we skip 2B during the very first turn of the very first round of the game. But we do 2A. Resolve start turn effects. Alpha Moby has 1. In each start of turn, active Decker places 1 spark on the space. But 404 not found has a special rule. During the command phase, anytime a spark would enter a space 6, it's placed on space 4 instead. Remember, this one was placed during setup, so that doesn't count. But during the command phase, we just added this one, so that's going to get added here. Wonderful. All right, let's have a look. So I can start playing cards now. So the first card I'm going to play is this and buy this. This goes to my hand. This is removed from the game. Anything else? And this is Copycat is a great card, so I could afford it as well. So I could play red, purple, yellow, green, and treat that as red, blue, yellow, green. Okay, which card do I want to get rid of? I'm going to get rid of green because I'm heavy in green. So you throw away 1 card. I've spent these 2. And I'm going to grab this card and stick it in my hand. Okay, I've got an idea. Right, so let's play data shift for 2 blue commands, which lets me move twice, but movement between these spaces is already free because they both contain blue. I can move down here. I can carry this green with me if I want to. I've still got 2 movement points left because I used 2 blue commands. This movement between these 2 spaces is free, so I can move around. So I could wander. Using one of my movement points, I could move like this and bring this blue one with me. Maybe I'll do this. I've got 1 movement point left, so I'm going to run over here. I'm going to grab one of these. This is still free because I'm moving between blue and blue. I'm just going to move over here, and then with my blue card, I'm actually going to do an install action. So for a blue command, I can turn these 3 into a blue installation. Let's do that. Okay, I like this. Let's do that. Beautiful. I've got to play into Monty's strengths. So Monty's strength is while your avatar's on a space with a green token. I could have brought this one over here. But while he's on a space with a green token, you can ghost your action to any space on the entire network that has an installation. So this space, green 3, is now available to me. So I could be over here with one of these and I can act as if I'm here. And this is what you use your ghost token for. Okay. This token here is a substitute for your avatar in the TTS mod. We don't actually need that. Yeah, that's quite helpful. Yeah, I was thinking I'd want this on partition 4, but this is only useful for as long as I'm playing 404 not found. Okay, perfect. Right, end of turn step, draw 5 more cards. I've got 6 for my next turn because I've saved some. We refill the market. Oh, nice card. Okay, a couple of nice cards. This is really good. Really good. Nice draw. D&I reboots. Put any number of cards from the upgrade to the bottom of the upgrade deck, then restock the upgrade area. But I'm turning 1 purple into 2. Magnetic Pulse lets me relocate an installation or guardian from anywhere on the network directly to our space. This is really cool. So with Magnetic Pulse, if I was all the way over here, I could just pull this port with me if I wanted to. It's most useful for destroying guardians. Magnetic Pulse is a smashing card. Alright. Okay, that's the end of turn 1. Turn 2. So if you're interested, we're still just going around in this phase. Okay, so start of turn, Alpha maybe sparks our space. It didn't get placed on 6, so it's not getting pushed to 4. Remember that was the rule for 404 not found. Now we do have to spawn new sparks. So typically at this point you'll be placing a new spark on the network using these dice, but Alpha mode is nice and easy. During Copper we don't place any new sparks. Okay. All right. So back to me. We still need to get rid of this 1. Let's look in here. So I'm focusing on upgrading at this stage of the game. I'm definitely going to get Magnetic Pulse. So let's use our 3 greens to pay the cost in the top right there. We'll take this. We have to throw one of these cards away. So we'll get rid of that one. This one will get discarded. What else have we got? And this seems like a bit of a no-brainer. Place, exchange reroute for D&I reboot. Yeah, I'm getting 2 purples for a yellow and a purple. If I wanted to, I could just toss this one instead and keep this card. Let's toss diversion. We'll keep hold of this. We'll discard this. So this is we used to pay for it. So I played 3 yellows and a purple, and I tossed that card. And bought D&I reboots. Let's do this reveal. So with the reveal effect, I'm just revealing it from my hand. Okay, reveal once per turn. I can do this once per turn. Put any number of cards from the upgrade to the bottom of the deck, then restock. So I've revealed this. I can't reveal this again, but I actually like both of these. So I'm just going to do the restock part. So decoy deck could have got me. Maybe I should have done that soon. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if I hadn't discarded, if I'd have kept hold of this, I'd have been swapping it for decoy deck now. I might just pay D&I reboot and infiltrate. Throw this one away to get this one to my hand. That goes to my discard pile. So I can remove all sparks from my space using reset spark. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to use the reveal effect of Copycat. Once per turn, reveal this card along with another card to reveal that other card's execute effect. So I'm going to use the execute effect of reset spark, and on my space, remove all sparks. I'm going to get rid of that. So I've used Copycat, but then I'm going to use Magnetic Pulse. With Magnetic Pulse, I'm going to ignore its execute effect, but it's got 3 green. So I can shift 3 times, and I'm going to do, I can shift from any space with a green token on it. So I'm going to shift this spark from here. That's 1. The second one I'm going to shift over here, and then the third one I'm going to shift here. Okay. Then I'm going to use reset spark for its execute effect. Remember, I used it once, but that was just using the copycat. So I can do it again and play the card. Remove all sparks from my space. I'm going to get rid of these two. And then I've got copycat left over, which I could use again next turn. So I might just save it. I think I'm done. So let's discard, draw back up, restock the upgrade area, put those back in the bag. Beautiful. Okay. Final turn. So start of turn, new spark from Alpha Moby. And we go back to my... So far we're meeting the objective. We've cleared this space. And we've done tons of upgrades. So we're looking pretty strong. I'm keen to do this Neural Splash. I should have a card. I've got 2 Memory Steals. So I might actually get rid of one Binaural Splash. Yep. What else do we have? We've got Replicant Jar now. Apprentice is not very helpful. I need 3 yellows to play Replicant Jar. So I could play Copycats. But it's 3 purple. I don't think I'm going to use an execute effect twice this turn. Decoy Duck, maybe. So I might actually use Copycat at this stage. Plus Apprentice. So 3 red, 3 purple, 1 red covers the cost of this. So throw 1 card away. I don't like throwing red cards away, but I've got this in my hand. This goes here because I've played it. I'd like to upload some yellow programs, but there's a spark on my space. So let's move. I'm going to come here. I'm going to play this to upload a yellow program. Let's take that back. Let's use focus. And we'll just shift that one away. And I'll shift this to my space. That's focus. Then I'll swap data scan for Decoy Duck. Then I'll use this to upload a yellow. Then I'll use Decoy Duck and Memory Steal to upload another yellow. Yeah, this didn't quite work out. If I put 2 sparks down here with Neural Splash, I'm in trouble. Because it'll put 2 here and then Alpha Moby's going to hit me again, and that will make a Guardian, which will destroy everything I've just built. I could just leave it. That's the other option. Which is tempting. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just building up for next time. Okay, we'll just discard this. We won't use it. I could use it to move if I want to go somewhere else. But now I've got this port here, I could be anywhere on green and act like I'm on that bus space. So I can always act like I'm here because I'm Monty. If I've got a green with me. I don't think I want to. I think I'm happy just here. I think I'm happy here. Yeah. Right, I'm done. I'm just leaving it. I didn't use Neural Splash in the end. Alright. Draw 5 cards if possible. And we restock the upgrade area, ready for next time. So again, this is slightly different to, if you're used to Renegade, the sequence here is slightly different. We can't pass the active Decker token to anyone with cards in their hand. I'm the only player anyway, but that signals the end of the command phase. And we're going to move into the SMC phase. SMC's attack, so anything with black where there's any of my programs, there are none, so that's not doing anything. Then we look at the objective. Did we resolve our objective? Goal, space 4 on each of our home servers must be clear, and it is clear. It's only this one. So we take this, flip it over, and we look at the success. Place one green program on each space 4 on every server. Nice. So space 4 on every server. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Obviously, this one is in danger of being removed. Next step, move our sparks. So there's no sparks on green, but there is one on blue. We've got 2 blue arrows. So this one's moving up from 5 to 6, and then up from 6 to 1. They do loop around. And that's it. We've completed this objective. We move into the refresh phase. Beautiful. Now, if we want to, we can refresh this area. And it's all or nothing. I can't just pick and choose. I can either remove all these cards and stick them on the bottom of the deck, or I can keep them. It's entirely up to me. Let's see. Lots of red. I think I'm going to refresh. So stick those on the bottom. And then refresh. 4 new cards. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 Nidem ships and a Deception Spike. Livewire Voodoo is a nice card for more advanced SMCs. Less useful against Alpha Moby. But Deception Spike is nice. Really nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. That's going to help me. And now we recreate our deck. Shuffle, draw 5 cards. I'm ready for the next phase, which is, let's see if it's got any setup instructions. We're in the silver. There's no special rules. Have at least 1 green token on each odd number space on 2 servers. So I'm kind of part way there already. These are on even spaces. But yellow might be useful, and I've got my Neural Splash, so I can pretty much complete this 90% in the way there already, maybe even more. If I shift that one there, shift that one there, then Neural Splash 1, 3, and 5, it's done. So yeah, nice little combo.